time. Funny how it all keeps turning, falling off my feet. And yeah, I know it's just a drop in time. There's not enough.
As noted in today's PWLC News, I have an extended interview with Pam Zepp, Director of Advertising, regarding the beta test for the internet advertising. And here's that interview. Pam, the internet beta test launched a few weeks ago. Can you give us a sense, how many centers are involved in the test at this stage?
There's 7 involved.
7 involved. Now, what is the primary function of this test? If I'm a franchisee not involved in this test, and this test goes well, what could I anticipate down the road?
Okay, well, the purpose of the test is to test an internet advertising strategy, and that's actually the Google AdWords system.
Okay.
And
let me interrupt. What's a Google AdWord?
A Google AdWord is a sponsored link. If you go onto the internet and you do a search for weight loss in your market, you'll get organic search results.
What's organic mean?
It means natural. These are totally separate from a Google AdWords search.
Okay.
Sponsored links are something that you can actually pay so that a person will see your AdWord.
So an organic one would just be because a lot of people are logging on or searching for that particular site organically or naturally. It just shows up on the first page or at the top.
In the old days when you did internet searches, the more times your website was clicked on, you go higher and higher in the internet search results. If other people link to your website, you go higher in the organic search results, but they're natural. You can't fake them, you can't buy them. You can't control them.
Okay.
They are what they are. They're controlled by internet users. The Google AdWords program allows you to come up higher in a ranking. It allows you to come up at the top of a page potentially, to the right-hand side of the organic search results.
Okay, which is where the eye naturally goes to in a newspaper, which is our new internet.
Exactly.
The internet.
In fact, your desired placement is above the fold.
Right.
So you're going to see it right in your window. And the AdWords themselves are just a few lines that might say something like, for physicians, 6 unique programs.
Okay.
Click here to learn about our specials.
Okay.
And then there's a link that takes you to something called a landing page, which is the equivalent of a newspaper ad, except it's on the internet.
Okay.
And so that is supposed to get your phone to ring. You get the phone to ring, you make your sale, you close the deal, and it's a great thing. So it's a very exciting internet strategy.
How many more weeks are left in the test?
Potentially 6 to 8 weeks. It really depends because we're testing several markets. So a very large market may spend their budget in a very short period of time. We're budgeted at $25 a day right now.
Okay.
And
what does that mean?
It means that there are keywords that are purchased. You'll pay, we're trying to stay right in the dollar range. So
do I pay you, or am I paying a service to do this?
Longer term, you'll be paying a service to do it. Right now, this is an internet beta test that's being administered by J.G. Sullivan, which is an expert in Google AdWords, which is a program that's been around the longest, because people have asked about what about MSN search, what about Yahoo search, because they're coming up with other programs. We're going with the best of the best. We're going with the people that pioneered the strategy. We're going with Google because they're still, no matter what's up and coming, no matter what's going on with Bing, it's still, it's Google.
Okay. And for those that don't know what Bing is, why don't you explain that? Because even though they've launched it and rolled it out, there's a lot of people who don't know what Bing is.
Well, if you look at percentages of who's looking at Bing, it comes up in MSN. It's actually part of MSN, and it's a new search engine strategy.
Okay, so it's basically Microsoft's version of Google.
Yeah, and it's googly. It's really trailing far behind Google. Google is still the most widely used search engine.
Okay,
Nobody else is even coming close at this point.
So at this point, there's no need for any other franchisees to give you a buzz about this or give you a call until the beta test is completed and you compile all your data, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
And The test could end sooner. It's just how long it takes for this to click out. That's why it's called a test. How long is it going to take you to spend $750 in your market? How long is that going to take you? How many qualified leads are you going to get? We're tracking not only how many clicks are going into the landing pages, but also how many calls are going into the participating centers.
Now, are centers able to sell product online doing this test?
No, that's a longer-term strategy. It's completely unrelated. And if I had to say one thing about the internet that I need people to understand, there's very separate strategies. It's very easy to meld them all together and turn it into a very large proposition. We're taking this logically step by step. Step one is to provide you with the means to advertise on the internet, to generate local traffic. Just as you would place an ad in the newspaper, just as you may advertise on the radio, this is a way to get people to reach you locally.
Okay, great. Thanks so much.
Okay, thank you.
Bye-bye.